All right, hello and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how I can use a new exciting feature on itslearning called the Immersive Reader. So Immersive Reader is an accessibility and tool that Microsoft Office owns. And what it does is it allows you to create more accessible web documents. So it works on a variety of different things, but now it works on itslearning. So it's very similar to Read and Write for Google Chrome. If you use that, all of our staff and our students have access to that software. And what it does is it can read text out loud to your students, provide a picture dictionary, allows them to change the font size, magnify it, which is really helpful for some of our students who need that option. It's also really helpful because you can change the font style and even the background color of the font. So that's great for some of our students who maybe are dyslexic and need to have that option to toggle and change the text and the colors to where it best fits their need. So the way this works is it's currently only on a couple of tools on itslearning, but it's going to be expanded to more as we use it and give itslearning feedback. So if you have any tips on this tool or if you really like it, please let me know so I can share that with them accordingly. Currently, it's on the assignment tool on itslearning. It's on the note tool on itslearning as well, and then the announcements tool, which is on that overview tab on itslearning where you post information for your students about deadlines and things like that. So the assignment tool is probably where it's the most helpful and where your students will benefit from this tool the most. So what I did here is I was going through and I was just making an assignment like you typically would. So I clicked add assignment, gave it my title here. And then what I did is that I typed out my description here for my assignment, which is usually where maybe you'd write some instructions, information that your students need to know to complete the assignment. What's neat is that the immersive reader pops up here after you have clicked save on the assignment the first time. So it doesn't show up right away. I already was working on this. So if it doesn't, whenever you finish typing your stuff, that is when it pops up. And it's helpful if you put quite a bit of text here. So I see this being a helpful tool for your students so they can understand and really decode your instructions for the assignment. This could also be a helpful tool if maybe you want to give your students some new vocabulary in reading. You can put that here in this description for the assignment, and then they can use the immersive reader on that. So it can be a little bit more multifunctional than what it initially is designed for. So what I'll do is I'll click save. And now I can use the immersive reader in full. So it shows my students in this class, but I'll click show, and then I'll click immersive reader. All right, and what it does is it pulls up the immersive reader view, which if you notice is a little bit different than before. And here's where you have all these different options. So what I can do is if I click, turn my volume up so you can hear it. I'm going to click the play button. It reads the text out loud. So that's what the play button does here. If you wanted to highlight a specific section, it gives you definitions of those words as you click them, and you can hear that word read out. And you also have some choice here in the voice settings. So you can change the speed here to it's quicker or it's slower. You can change it to a male voice or a female. Across the countries of All right. Other options that are here as well is if you click text preferences is where your students can change the text size to where it's bigger or where it's smaller. You could increase the spacing, pick the font, the background color. So some of your students might like reading it if it's more on that style of screen. And there's even more colors here to pick from. All right, so those are some of the text options. The other options here are grammar options. So you can have it spell out the syllables here, which is helpful for some of our students as well. You can have it even turn on parts of speech in different colors to help your students decode those types of pieces and labels on those if you want them to as well. So those are some of the options there. Now this reading preferences is also pretty helpful. Line focus, it focuses on the line that it was reading. So it eliminates some of those distractions and help your reader go along with the screen reader as they're going. Picture dictionary is by default turned on. Oh, and you can also do line focus and you can change the amount of lines that it's using. Turn that off there if you want. Picture dictionary is also helpful as well. All right, you can turn it off if you need to. You can also translate it as well. So if I wanted to translate this specific word, And even this whole document, I could change the language here. You can do it by word or by document, and then it changes all of that. You can toggle back to original right here, or you can toggle it back to that language. So those are some options there to help make it a little bit more accessible for your students. You can also turn that back off if you need to. Just toggle those off and then it's gone. All right. So those are some of the different ways that you use some of the features here on the Immersive Reader. I'm trying to get the picture dictionary to come up, but it's not cooperating for me. It's because I have, there we go. Clicked it. It doesn't have a picture dictionary for every word, and that was the problem. I was picking words it does not have a picture dictionary for. So it does presentation. Let's see if it does this one. There we go. I double clicked it and that's what brought it up. So it does the picture dictionary there, and your students could copy the picture and paste it on a vocab sheet if they need to. So that is the Immersive Reader on itslearning. And like I said, it's available for you as the teacher after you have made the assignment, but it's also available for your students. So I have a student view pulled up here on another tab. So this is the same assignment and the student is looking at it, and the student sees this when they go to answer the assignment. They can use the Immersive Reader and it reads them all of the things in the text box. So it won't go through a Google Doc if you've added that, but we also have Read and Write for Google Chrome, which is specifically for G Suite and some of those tools. So that's a helpful piece there.